all the birds of the world, known and unknown, united to inquire. How come all the beings in the world have a king, only we bewildered and confused birds have none? So it was that the birds assembled to consider how to set on their quest to find the king of birds, the Simurg. Soon they realized they needed a guide, someone with patience and strength and power and the knowledge of the mysteries. The hoopoe, excited and full of hope, came forward. He lives beyond the mountains of the world. His place is the placeless. His trace is the traceless. His name is Simurg, and he is the king of birds. He is close to us, but we are far from him. Beforehand, 100,000 veils of light and darkness. He is the sovereign Lord and is bathed in the perfection of His Majesty, Zul Jalal wal Ikram, the being of majesty and splendor.
The Simurg is my longing. I prefer to keep my pet.
Oh, captive green one, replied the hoopoe, break out of your cage of vanity and seek the freedom of the Simurg. Salutations, O falcon royal. You come with the bearing of a soldier. I, who keep in the company of kings, pay no regard to other creatures. I cover my eyes with a hood and rest on the arm of the king. I am perfectly trained in polite behavior. Hoopoe replied, O you who in your despondency are sometimes sad, sometimes gay, I'm not deceived by these artful pleas. You're a little hypocrite. Even in your humility, you show 100 signs of vanity and pride. Shh! Not another word. Sew up your lips, or rather your beak, and put your foot forward. If you burn, you burn with the others. She displayed herself turning this way and that way like a bride. Many a great ones have been swallowed by its abyss. The sea is an element devoid of loyalty. Seek the wondrous ocean of the Simurg and leave this earthly attachment to such a tempestuous friend. Why remain here content and not strive to swing in the ocean of the Simurg? Perished in the storms and in the darkness of the night sea journey. Some gave up without much of a struggle. Some flew so high, they had their hearts dried up by the heat of the sun. Others, exhausted, falling to earth without feathers and burnt wings.
When, at the propitious moment, the gates suddenly opened, there stepped out a noble chamberlain, and he said to them,
Oh, birds, where do you come from? What are you doing here? You who are destitute of everything, where is your home? And what is to be done with a handful of dust like you? They came to and were aware of their state. they understood. When they were completely appeased and detached from all things, they became aware that the Simurgh was always with them. In each other, they saw his divine majesty, the divine queen, Hanun Jamil Wali Kram, a being of majesty, beauty, and splendor. They contemplated the Simurgh in each other and in everything. All they had done previously was washed away. In the reflection of each other's faces, these 30 birds, Simurgh of the outer world, contemplated the face of the Simurgh of the inner world. All that you have known or seen or heard is not even the beginning of what you must know. And since the ruined habitation of this world is not your place, you must renounce it. Thereupon the birds lived forever in the Simurgh. Okay. Good. I'm so happy you liked it. You see, this is our story. I'm sure that many of you saw it yourselves in the story, yes? One note before we close. You go, Si means 30 in Persian, Parsi, yeah? And Murg means, what does Murg mean? Fowl or bird, okay? Huh? Chicken, yeah. Is there a dish, an Indian dish with chicken? Huh? Murg, okay. So, oh, the birds are back. An astonishing thing. We could have done this without each and everyone. They worked so hard. Took 8 rehearsals, 8 weeks to do this over and over again. And we've never done anything like this before, and they never done anything like this before. And none of us are professional actors. You know. So just, I'm so proud of you guys. My heart is full of love and appreciation. It's good enough to present in other places at schools, and you know, my wife and I have a dance company, and we dance in libraries and for schools and other places to see if we can bring this out there to, if anybody can connect us to any performance, please do. Pardon? The costume. Oh, by the way, this is very important because I'm so proud of these guys. All the masks, we made all our masks for except 2. Yeah, we made all our masks. We made all the costumes. There's very little that is commercial here. So just amazing talent that we have here in Rising Tide, and we are meaning to exploit and to mine those gems, yeah, in the future, yeah. Okay, they don't want to leave. They want to stay with the birds. And
Hi. I wanted to share a little bit with you about how this summer we carried on the tradition that Saddiq brought to Rising Tide with the Conference of the Birds. He inspired me to bring it forth to the abode as a gift to the children and to the community there for the summer camp of the Season of the Rose. And Wahaba and I, we were leading the kids camp, and so we got very inspired, and I remember sharing with Sari that the idea, and she was really connected to it because she brought out the masks like soon that day, wondering, oh, I wonder what I'm going to do with these masks. And I think there was like something happening where the masks wanted to be or travel the message that Saddiq and Sari brought here at Rising Tide to the abode and create like the bridge of the Conference of the Birds being shared throughout the Sufi communities here. And so we had a really, really wonderful time, and the kids got really involved, and we used some of the masks that we used here at Rising Tide, and we created our own costumes the same as here, and we went to the free store, and we had so much fun gathering all the materials, and we performed an evening at the abode, and so everybody gathered, and we dedicated the play to Saddiq, to his life, and it was very touching. And it was like we put little posters about like all around, and we put dedicated to Saddiq, and also that and inspired by Sari. And we the children didn't know Saddiq, but they felt this importance, and I think they grew from the message, because the message of the play is very deep, and it has like the Sufi message in it of loving and finding the truth within yourself, even if you journey so far. And so it was a really special opportunity, and I just want to thank Saddiq and Sari for planting that seed, and then I flew to the abode carrying it with Wahaba, also her inspiration of the book that we used for the play. And so it was a very wonderful experience, and to share the bridge of the play here to the abode, and to spread the message of the Conference of the Birds that Saddiq did such a great job, and Sari and Angel carried, and everybody here. So thank you, and maybe you'll get to see a little snippet in the video that Sari made. So thank you.
Hot and cold temperatures, and now perched upon a large tree, the birds rested. Stretched out before their eyes was a vast ocean. Atop the ocean's one and only island, on the island, atop the island's one and only mountain, presided kings.
Are we there yet? We have s'mores?
The more patience you have, the better your chance. Look towards your king, and to your king advance.
Then far off in the horizon, they caught their first glimpse. Just as the hawk shot ahead, disappearing into the mist. The mist grew heavier and heavier, and soon clouded over the sky. The worried hawk could not see the island, could not see King Samar first.
Am I going the right way?
Faster and faster, and then he stopped and let go of all of his worries and desires to see the king first. He hovered in midair, and then he turned to the heavens and wept.
Please forgive me. I made a terrible mistake. I'm lost without you.
The hawk prepared himself for certain death. Then, out of midair,